Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called 75% of all shopping malls will soon be torn down. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell as soon as you can. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode of our show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Have you been to a shopping mall lately? Lots of people inside, but very few of them actually purchase anything. Last time I was at a mall, I'm guessing that at least 10% of the people were carrying bags with something they purchased. That means an estimated 90% of the people there had not purchased anything. There were adults window shopping inside the mall. There were food courts with people eating $8 meals. There was a big movie theater with 20 screens inside, but almost nobody going to see any of those overpriced movies. The movie I went to see had about 7 people inside the theater. The popcorn cost $10 for a bag that was the size of a small book. When you walk into the mall, you see a lot more security these days, and you routinely see the police escorting criminals out of the malls. For some stupid reason, criminals and shoplifters still think that malls are a good place to commit crimes, but in fact, they're just the opposite. That's because the malls are now flooded with security guards that are catching everybody doing anything illegal. If you compare the price of things sold at your mall to the price of things being sold online, then you can quickly see why very few people are buying anything at brick and mortar stores anymore. Back in the day, families and individuals used to go for nice Sunday walks in town, get a little sun, fresh air, a little family time. Now, that's what the malls have become. They become places to go for an exercise walk. Do you know what else malls are now good for? They're good for people watching. They're good for checking something out before you decide to buy it online. They're a good way to get out of the house for a few hours when you're tired of remote working out of your home and staring at that computer screen for endless hours a day. So what sort of problems is this causing for the malls and the stores themselves? Well, the problems are catastrophic. They're terminal. These malls were never really meant to be playgrounds or places for people to exercise all day long. They were meant to sell things. They were meant to make money, but now that's not happening anymore. Most of the sales have moved online. Some mall owners have tried diversifying their malls with small rides and entertainment, but for the most part, all of that nonsense has failed, and the money needed to keep these places open is just not there anymore. So what's going to happen? We predict that 75% of all malls in America will be torn down soon. Why so many? Well, for a number of reasons. First of all, there are just too many malls in America. Next, it's getting harder and harder for them to compete with online websites, especially with the same-day delivery being offered by a lot of the companies online. The next new problem for malls is the explosion in crime. The crime is increasing now so quickly that a lot of malls now have to spend a fortune on security that they didn't have to spend just a few years ago. The next problem is that there are so many malls that have lost so many stores that the competition for new stores is growing very aggressively, and landlords can no longer charge as much for leases as they used to be able to. In fact, a lot of landlords are so desperate for new tenants that they have to dramatically lower their lease prices. Once many of these malls realize that they're not making enough money and they can't pay their bills or their taxes, and they can't find anyone out there to purchase them, then it's only a matter of time before they are torn down. Now here's the real shocker. Tearing down a shopping mall can cost anywhere from $5 to $15 million depending on the size of the mall. Once the landlord files for bankruptcy, it's highly unlikely that the city is going to recover the teardown costs from them. So what happens? Well, the city can pay for the teardown, but not many cities will be willing to do that. So then what? Well, cities will try and auction off the mall and will require all the bidders to include the cost of tearing the mall down in their bid. But here's the problem. There isn't exactly a long line of people out there waiting to purchase old malls because nobody knows how to make money with these monstrosities anymore. So basically, the only thing that has value is the land. The buildings have no value because they have to be torn down. So you can see the issue. So how many of them will eventually be torn down? Well, we estimate that 75%, and that's conservative, by the way, of the malls across the country will get torn down, flattened, and replaced by lawn. But you know what? I think this will actually improve the look of America. I don't think America needs to have a shopping mall or a strip mall on every corner, especially since so many of them are now empty zombie malls. It just looks depressing. There are way too many of them. But here's an even bigger problem. Once all the online stores put all the brick and mortar stores out of business, then what happens? Well, we predict that once they eliminate almost all the competition from brick and mortar stores, then the online stores will start dramatically raising their prices. And that will hit the consumers' pockets like never ever before. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help get the word out. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.